I can't even make myself a bowl of cereal without having some gold soup here. I didn't have a pan, so I dumped my bottle out. Some nice pieces hiding in there.
Three,
nice
2, 1.
I think there was something else in there too. Hello and welcome to today's video. If you like what you're seeing, I hope you'll take a moment to subscribe and follow me through my journey in the Motherlode, California, where I love going out and getting gold. Well, I've got a nice pan in there. Look at all that iron melting off of it. I was walking, getting some of my gear together. I'm going to be working a little bit downstream this morning, and I noticed this patch of dirt where it looks like I maybe peeled a rock off. It looked like there was a rock over it, but it's really good looking dirt. You see the contrast between that brown and how this almost goes to that reddish. You see a lot of gravel in it, and it looks like it's hugging the inside bend, so let's see how I do. Well, this is a perfect example of me doing a little too much prospecting. I haven't found any gold. I've been poking around for about 20 minutes. So I'm gonna move back up. When in doubt, go back to where you're getting the gold. I'll be back over here later. Oh, hey everyone. Oh man, I'm looking cute today, aren't I? I'm looking pretty. Well, hey, wanted to say hi to everybody. My name's Daniel. I put a face to the video. I'm a miner out here in gold country, and I own Yosemite Crystals Gem and Mineral Shop. That's why I have that name. You can come visit anytime you're in Mariposa. You can just Google Yosemite Crystals, check our Facebook page out, and I also do gold panning trips. So if you like the gold you're seeing here, if you're not finding that kind of gold where you're at, come see me. All right, I'm gonna go find some gold now. Something I just realized is I need to be teaching, not just showing off what I'm doing. So what I'm about to show you is something that I just realized, and a good recommendation I can make. And before I say anything, I don't know everything. I'm just trying to help you with what I've learned pretty much on my own. Is take breaks. Don't just work for hours straight. Number one, food. Bring a lot of food with you, a lot of refreshments, a lot of sugary drinks, a lot of candy, a lot of fruit, stuff like that, sandwiches, stuff that won't go bad. Peanut butter and jelly is great, you know. So that's number one. Number two, like I said, take breaks. You may be in an area at a higher elevation than you're used to. I've run into that, and you don't realize. Maybe you're a smoker, you know, when I used to smoke cigarettes. All these things you need to take into consideration when you're going to a new place. And so that's number two. Number three, while you're taking breaks, that's one of the best times where you pretty much can kind of brainstorm a little bit. And I make some of my best realizations when I'm sitting down on a break. So I'm about to show you what I just realized on the break I was just on right now. Okay, so like I said, I just was digging downstream, not just prospecting too much. Sometimes you need to just go back to the gold, where you're finding gold. So I came back here, I've been finding some good gold, but I was just sitting up there where that bucket is, taking a break. And what I realized is just in that, I'm gonna say 50 feet, there's a lot going on. We see right here a lot of shallow bedrock, small pebbles. There are some nice boulders settled off to the side, and this is still good channel. But as we walk up here, you see what's happening is this gorge is actually opening up. The river's widening out right here. And it put down what I basically call a low bar, which is basically not right on the river, and this is a very low bar. This is more like a gravel bar, but it's an interesting type of gravel. Now you see I've come out of the water for the first time. This is the first kind of bar, and that's something to take note of. So as I was sitting here taking a break, I started to notice, you know what? The bedrock's piled up a little heavier, a little bigger rock here. And I already know this area is good, and I may need to go further. Okay, and I've found great gold, you know, as I go, you know, up the stream. But it's anybody's guess. A lot of this is flood gold, and it just goes where it wants to. So I'm gonna check it out. I just did a pan right over there, and I didn't get anything. Not really any heavy black sand. It's definitely looking a little better downstream. But this is really the beginning of the gravel bar here. I think I was just about 10 feet too low. So this is a nice little gravel bar. It's actually the first real bar you see after this little bedrock. So I know there's going to be gold in here. The problem is this gold's probably about 3 feet down, most of it. So I want to try to hit this river. I want to try to find where the bedrock is the shallowest. So that's what I'm going to recommend, you know, if you were in this situation. And you see here, the bar up here is very sandy. So there's a definite sweet spot. You don't want to get into this light sand. Look at this stuff. You never want to dig anything that's like this. Okay? Save yourself the trouble. So this is definitely an area that I haven't, you can see I took a little sample right there and there wasn't anything in it. That is not a big enough sample. Since I've already started there, I think I may just continue down on that. But I'll be honest with you, I'm not so interested in this big bar because I'm getting good gold downstream. I found nice nuggets down there in the past. And in my last video, I was finding some gold up here, up top, and I've been finding a lot of good chunky gold up there. So, you know, I think today it may be one of those prospecting days where I'm just over prospecting. Maybe I need to go dig where I found gold in the past. Well, I'm back up here and it feels good. We got some rain last night, Sunday night up here in the Motherlode. And it just cleared the river up a little bit. We didn't get a ton of rain here, but it helped clear things up. And this is a really good area. Why is it good? It's a lot different from down below. This wouldn't be a dredging area so much unless you had a little stream dredge. But down below, when you're able to dredge back in, you know, about a decade ago, it was a really good dredging area because there's a lot of material. And some of the guys were getting like an ounce an hour with a 4-inch when they were on the gold. So that's at least what they tell me. I wasn't here. But this is a great sniping area, and I'm going to pick back up here and start off with a little bit of metal detecting. I like to metal detect when the ground's wet. There's something about it. I don't know if it's called conductivity or whatever, but I seem to hit the targets better when it's not too wet, although it is drizzling a little bit right now. All right. Well guys, it looks like I'm pretty much starting to get rained out here. The wind's picking up. I'm in a water resistant coat, but not waterproof, so it's only a few minutes before I'm soaked. And the wind's blowing pretty good, so I may call it here pretty soon if the weather doesn't slow up. And judging by the look of things, it's gonna be a steady little light downpour. Well, I cheated a little bit. I usually do the reveal for the first time on camera, but I went ahead and panned that little bit down. And sure enough,
Self-destruct sequence activated. 3, 2,
picker.
1.
Nice little picker right there. Look at that character of that piece. That's that specimen gold. Really neat stuff. got character to it and shapes. Unfortunately, I think that was the only piece in there, but I'll take it.